Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. You've seen our next guest perform in the original Tony Award-winning productions of In the Heights and Hamilton, but driven by more than artistic expression, he emerged with a new purpose, and he shares it all in his new memoir, Follow Your Vision, Live Your Truth. We welcome performer and spiritual guide Seth Stewart. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me.
I love that you share all these stories in your book because you have lots to share, both of your career and your spiritual work. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe some of your favorite memories performing on stage? You've worked with everybody.
Yeah, I've had a great opportunity I toured with Madonna in my early 20s. I've done 3 Broadway shows. A lot of people know me from In the Heights and Hamilton. And I mean, some of my favorite memories, it's a different show every night, which is why I love live theater. But really just the overall moments are just seeing a show grow and seeing fan base grow, and to the point to where it's like we knew we had a good show in some of these experiences, but to see a fan base grow from just New York to a global fan base has been fascinating and exciting to watch.
It is really special, and not a ton of people can share in that experience. So it's just such a unique moment. Tell me about the spiritual calling that you felt and kind of diving into that side of your world.
Absolutely. After my second Broadway show, I was kind of just burnt out from the industry. And so I went to work at a primitive skills school. And that really kind of set things in a different path for me, to where when I was getting closer to the earth, doing sweat lodges, and I was also helping facilitate 100-person classes with one of the best primitive skills school that I know to date, which is the Tom Brown Tracker School. Unfortunately, he has passed away last year. But that really set the tone. And that was in 2012 for me. And then even after I did Hamilton, I knew backstage, I took over the role of Jefferson Lafayette. I had this moment backstage, which I share in my book, where I knew it was probably going to be my last Broadway show. And I was getting called out to follow my vision, which was to gather as much medicine as I could, learning from other mentors, learning from the earth. And I've had such magical experiences over the last 7 years, which is actually when I started writing my book, and it was just a time to share it with others.
Well, how great to put all those things together, right? And you can relate the different experiences and relate to others in that way. And right now in our world, it just seems like a great time to be fostering more of these spiritual techniques that you've been working on.
Absolutely. I think, even since the pandemic, there's been a lot of division within this country and globally. And I really know that energetically, this is a major time for us to come together as humanity, right? Like, humans actually care about each other. And I know that there's some very divisive things going on in social media and even just media in general. But the truth is that we have so much more in common than we do, things that make us different from each other. I believe in biodiversity because I've lived in nature. I've actually lived off grid, building my own cabin and working with the land. And the healthiest environments are the ones that are most diverse. And so one of the things that I really speak to is, not just love, but it's appreciating each other and finding that common ground so that we can come together in a humane and just evolutionary way. Humanity is meant to evolve. We're meant to evolve as a species. And I really think that we can put our focus on where we unite, where our common ground is, beyond the division tactics that might be out there, so that we can just live a more peaceful life and help each other and evolve together.
Yeah, and does reconnecting with yourself, kind of discovering who you are deep down, is that a place to start?
Absolutely. So, as the world is kind of shifting between, social media and AI and all these things, one of the biggest things is I've worked with clients and I've worked with men in my men's group. Nature is our home base, right? Nature is our baseline. So I always suggest to people the best way to kind of ground yourself, which is what we need in this world right now, is to be in nature as much as possible without the phones, without having too many conversations, and just getting to stillness and appreciating the trees. You will have so much peace in that way. And then from there, just taking time, 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes, in the morning and 20 minutes at night, just kind of coming to some form of stillness beyond the media and just really beginning to listen to yourself is going to help us tremendously as this world continues to change.
And what about following your own heart as your compass and trusting that? It might be kind of scary at first.
Yeah, that's one of the major chapters in my book is your heart is your compass. The more you can, you know, move the energy from your mind and kind of drop it into your heart will always lead you where you want to go and kind of where your vision is calling you to go. So even though sometimes it might seem scary to do something different, it always leads you to a more magical place. It always leads you to more magical people and experiences. And that's what life is about. Our life is not about our career or certain things, it's about the totality. And that is what has led me to the magic within myself and the magic with nature and finding other people that are elevating themselves, not just spiritually, but financially and as a whole.
That's so beautiful. One more before we go. I want to ask you about letting yourself heal from your wounds.
Yeah, this is a major time for transformation and healing individually and collectively. And we all have traumas and we all have wounds, but these wounds are meant to be healed as much as they can over time. It's not a, once all and it's done. Healing happens in layers is the biggest thing that I teach. And I think if we individually and collectively heal, it's going to bring us back to that unity. It's going to bring us back to that humanity and that unity consciousness again so that we individually and our species can evolve. That's what we're here for. And so I think this is a major opportunity for us to kind of hit this evolutionary cycle again.
Yeah, such encouraging stuff. I really appreciate you sharing with us. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having
Of
me.
course, Seth's book again is Follow Your Vision, Live Your Truth. It is available August 8th, and we'll have more information on our website at katu.com.